Good. Good slating. Much better than mine, usually. Sometimes, like... You know, we actually spoke a few years ago when you guys played in Music Box.
Box, I remember that.
Yeah. You guys played an awesome show. And then a few months later, I think the next year... Tremosos. Oh, really? Yeah. Tremosos focusing on the
And then I got addicted to them.
What do you call those in English?
You call them, what the fuck are those things?
Whoa.
We don't have them.
Because I saw on Monty Python once, they had lupins.
Yeah, lupin is the flower that it's the seed of a lupin flower.
But you don't eat the thing anywhere else.
They call them, I think in Italy they call them lupini beans.
Lupini. Oh.
You eat the whole thing?
Not the you can, but it will give you diarrhea if you eat too many of the shells.
Too many of them.
Let me try
but
one.
You can, though.
I've never had one. I'll try one.
Are you sure? You've had these before.
I don't know.
I'm sure you have.
This?
No.
No.
Oh, those are this. Oh, you've shelled them already.
Yeah. I already shelled them.
Okay, and this is a...
It's a beer
bean.
snack. It
is a beer
seed
snack.
of a flower.
It's the quintessential beer snack in Portugal, I would say.
Oh man, that's good.
Yeah, they're really good and really nutritious.
Snails.
That and snail.
I've been hearing about it.
Yeah, snail.
I should try it.
Yeah, snail. I don't love them. Like I don't love snail, but snail as a food, as a category. yeah.
There are probably different varieties of snail.
Yeah, for sure. No, they are. They're bigger snail, caracoletas. They're bigger snail. The bigger ones are. Yeah, really.
I've had those. We had those in France once. I liked them.
You know what I don't like about eating snail is like because you see their little faces and they're adorable. And I'm going to like.
You don't go for cute foods?
Yeah, well, I have a big part of the Nile.
Actual face.
Yeah, of something with the cute face that's still on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if I'd have bigger Nile if it were heads chopped off, I guess. I don't know.
Probably see they might do that for you.
Yeah, they might headless snails.
Or just eat them blindfolded.
Yeah, I guess slugs they still have a face, really.
No, they all have a face.
They have the little...
They have the same face as the
The
snail.
little eyeballs, right?
Those little stalks. I don't think they're eyes.
No.
Even sea cucumbers have a face.
Even sea cucumbers,
It looks the same as their butt, but it's a face.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, this is possibly the least journalistic interview you're going to do for a long time. So, because this is our own show and we can do whatever we want. And the last time we spoke, it wasn't the same exactly. And now we have our own show with the freedom that comes along with it, and also the lack of money that comes along with it. But you know, like, share, and subscribe. I feel dead inside each time I have to say stuff like this. But yeah, you know. Before we go on to the other stuff and maybe alienate a lot of people, speaking about music and stuff and more specific things, but I really have it's my duty to ask about any new album because it's been a while. You have a new album? Is it recorded? Are you going to record it after this tour?
We have begun recording. We were in the studio for 9 days. Immediately preceding this tour, so I guess it's like the 30th today, whatever. In any case, so we've recorded 6 songs.
6 songs basically in the bag. Yeah, might
awesome.
take some tiny edits or redo some vocals, but they're like totally done, top to bottom.
Okay.
And then we'll go back, I think, in September or October, or a combination of the two, and finish it up. But it should be. If we can keep to our schedule, the new album will be out in May of 2020.
Okay, awesome. Okay, because I figured because you guys had some dates in October that something would go around that time. So I guess the continuation of recording. So yeah, good. guys, I should thank you for being first off, for being an awesome band and for me being a fan. I should thank you for me being a fan.
Yeah, yes. You should definitely thank us for you being a fan.
Exactly. But I should thank you for being a band that puts out singles in 5/4 and still mostly, like such as Antidote. Also, on Not For You, the video, you guys there are portrayed as cartoon characters or as yourselves, playing DJ sets in which you play awesome records such as Helmsley and Can and Genesis, selling England by the pound. Are those who I love dearly? Were those personal choices? Were you guys asked to? Okay, which record should we pick?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh. Yeah, the animator whose name I can't say it. He's Hungarian.
Yes.
And so I'm not allowed to say his name because I will butcher it so badly. I almost started trying to say it, but I can't.
It's a temptation.
Yeah. As he was making it, he asked us for input about what records we would be playing as the DJs at that party. So, and I think, but you didn't get. Did you not get to choose one because you ended up being the one that you put on the Red Fang record? I think. Which is totally typical of you.
I think all of you guys ended up. You guys put on the record. The crowd didn't react so well, and because it was not very
for a Red Fang one,
and it's a party time.
Right.
Party time. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I guess that's the point.
Yeah.
So I mean, other than yourselves,
that Yeti dude, he was like not having anything except for.
True.
Yeah.
True. But you guys, have you guys ever DJ'd?
Yes, I have DJ'd. Where was it?
Like you were had two turntables and you're going like this and stuff. Actually, I've done
it was on tour. It was on that tour, European tour with Torch.
Yeah.
We all took turns DJing
in Scotland, right? Wasn't it in? It was in Scotland, wasn't it? I think it was that night that we played in Scotland. Went to that little tiny metal bar afterwards.
I think I'm a very good DJ. I mean, well, if I'm DJing for myself, so there's songs that I'm not sure. I'm not a crowd pleasing DJ. So I'm like, oh, this song is great, and you can just tell that people are like, what are you doing? And I was like, well, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We do our own parties for Made of Things, which is the name of the show. Sometimes do Made of Things parties, and I've played Red Fang on those parties, in those parties.
And that was when the party started going like,
no, because I have the same ethics, dude. Because I play what I enjoy. And I think, like, if I'm going to play whatever everyone else plays, and if I'm going to ask whatever anyone else asks, what am I doing? Like, you know,
you're not doing your own personality with it.
Exactly.
You're just like pleasing the crowd, and that's a perfect analogy for what we do as a band. Is that we, generally just try to please ourselves musically, and you can't think about like what other people are going to be. How they're going to be interpreting what you're doing, because then you just go down totally the wrong track for.
But you do have I'm sorry to cut you off, but do you have your own room for that? Because on tour, because I guess, for instance, Bryan of Mastodon has his clown room in which he, it's. You've heard of this, I think, maybe. Okay, sure. We'll leave it at that. It's just the Mutoid Man spoke about this on our show, so now it's a theme, I guess. So it's a recurring thing. All so right. Okay.
Oh, you were saying a space for creativity?
No,
I'm not so sure what he does.
I think it's
if
probably.
It was Mutoid Man who's talking about it, I'm sure it's true.
Yeah, exactly. haven't been playing I Am a Ghost on this tour, so I guess because you forgot.
I don't remember. Well, you saw me try to teach the bass part. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just obviously I never played the bass part on that song ever, so we can't play it.
Yeah, so
I just don't know how to play it at all.
Ever.
Most of our songs I don't know how to play.
Oh, so not that one in particular, just
No. That was just I got exposed with that video. Mm-hmm. It turns out that usually my son plays on most of the records. And then, yeah.
How old is he?
He's 10 now.
Oh, so he should be somewhat proficient already now.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's fine.
He has played on a song. We did. We did a Gary Two Boy Army cover, and he apparently you were listening to it or doing demos at home or something, and he had picked it out on the keyboard and was proficient at it, and so we were like, well, screw it, have him come down, and so
just a little keyboard part that he played because he's been taking piano lessons since he was about 5 or so.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's very cute.
Yeah.
That's very cute. And keep it in the family.
Yeah.
And yeah, for sure.
yeah, it's child labor laws be damned.
Exactly.
It's art. When it's art, you have an excuse, I guess.
And when you're not getting paid for it anyway.
That's right.
Exactly. Technically not work.
Right.
Yeah. Or don't have a schedule as well.
Right.
You always play on that rare Fender Mustang. Always.
I haven't been playing on that guitar for about 2 years.
Really? I apologize. I didn't know. I only ever saw you play. I've only ever seen you play that guitar ever. Really?
I started playing that guitar I think when I was 19, and I've played it pretty much continuously until 2 years ago. So whatever, do math there.
10 years.
10 years. Anyway, I had new pickups put in it, and then because that was I kind of let it sit because I had sweated out the pickups. They were no longer putting out like they should, so I just put it away for a minute, and then I brought it to a friend of ours in Portland to put in new pickups, and then he fixed it up, so now it's just amazing. It looks beautiful, but it has a little intonation problem, so I'm still not playing it, but I will probably be breaking that out again soon.
So what have you been using since then?
Nick Huber guitar. It's a Krauster 2. It's a German made guitar. It plays great.
Still not playing with 6 strings, right? 5 only.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 metal for 6 strings, I guess.
Oh, it's just all that extra work. If you got a 6-string, oh god.
Do you think that's the more you play, you will lose strings for the future? Like get progressively more metal, like down to 4 and maybe down to 3, and then maybe not 2. Otherwise, you won't do intervals and power chords and stuff.
Well, you never know.
You never know.
It's possible. I mean, honestly, it's embarrassing to say, but I think the impetus for only having 5 strings initially was because I broke a string at a show, and I had like individual barrel saddles, and it shot off. I didn't notice, and then so I was like, "Damn it!"
The bridge only accommodated 5 strings.
That's there was no only spots for 5, and then I went through the rest of the tour just playing 5, and then I
So it
realized
wasn't really exactly an artistic choice. It was more.
it was more like
I don't want to deal with replacing that. so.
exactly. Yeah. but then I just got used to it, and at some point I stopped tuning the B string to B, and I just tuned it unison with the G. And
It's very pretty, a very pretty musical solution, really.
Well, I like it because I'm not a real fancy guitar player. I'm not like an Yngwie Malmsteen type. So I like very well. I mean, it can only be one. But I like strong, sort of vocal-oriented melodies. So. It really helps to make those pop out. They stand out really nicely.
Plus the E string gets in the way, really.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when I play a guitar that has one, I'm like, I don't even know what note to tune it to. It's like, what will be the most annoying when I hit that? What would be the least annoying when I hit it by accident?
Okay, that's a good mantra, a good principle. Well, apparently you like beer. It's been pretty clear throughout your work, your oeuvre, visual oeuvre, or oeuvre, as you should pronounce this, because it's French. But you guys, I would like to know what kind of beer do you like? I mean, do you like craft beer? Because I'm really into craft beer now because I'm one of those guys. But really into craft beer now, and so would you guys pretty much like PBR and stuff, or because we don't get that over here, we don't get PBR at all.
Right. You're not missing too much. You have plenty of options over here that fill the gap that PBR fills. But I like really light beers these days. I mean, in this winter, sometimes I like a Guinness or whatever. I do like Guinness, but my favorite kind of craft beer is a place in Portland called Wayfinder, because they actually make basically a craft beer version of a domestic beer. So it's like it's very clean tasting, but it doesn't give you a headache and whatever. It's and then probably my second favorite beer after that is just Coors Light, because it's almost doesn't taste like anything.
What do you call them? CL
C
negatives?
minuses.
C minuses. Yes.
C minus, or Colorado Crushers, I think is another.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
It's so easy to drink because they're like lower alcohol too, and you can just drink a whole bunch of them. Or non-alcoholic beer.
But no real categories in terms of craft beer. For instance, like I'm naturally inclined to like stout and porters, like very thick beers, and very porter-like beers. And also,
that's interesting to me. I mean, I guess it's not super hot here, but in warmer climates, you would think that like lighter beers would generally be
sure. No,
right, having say Pacifico in Mexico or something. You don't want to get some really heavy beer because it makes you feel sluggish.
Yeah, like not this hot. I want to drink right now. I don't want to drink porter, but I'll really love sours, for instance. Or I've learned to enjoy like IPAs and New England IPAs and stuff like that. What about you, Brian? Do you have like a particular taste?
Mostly pilsners and lagers.
Okay, so
that's just some overlap there. I'm not sure. All pilsners, lagers, or all lagers, pilsners. I don't know. I like them both. Whatever the distinction is.
That's the area I really don't understand, because I don't really really drink too many of those, so I don't.
In general, what I request, as far as if I go to a bar and I'm not familiar with the beer, I say, what is your inexpensive yellow beer? And and I'm generally happy with that.
With the inexpensive yellow beer.
Yeah,
sure. Okay.
And why do you think all of the trees in the Pacific Northwest only drink stout beer?
Here we go.
No idea. Why do all the trees in the Pacific Northwest drink stout beer?
Because they hate lagers.
See what he did there? I know it's going to blow your mind, but I think he made that up.
Sure. Antidote not too long ago. I played a video game. Not too bad. I finished. I managed to go.
I have yet to do it. So you're ahead of me.
I had a high score for a minute. I can't remember what number I was, but I was number 1 for a second there. Mm-hmm. But I got.
Also, you were the first to play. So.
Well, that's true.
I'm just kidding.
I did have a little bit of practice before it actually was officially released, but. I also knew all of the tricks already before. Okay. Before they got released to the public, I knew how to kind of cheat it a little bit.
I was number 398, but it was really my first try, not with much effort. I've seen you in Cut It Short with the Oregon Trail T-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
I have died of dysentery.
You have
dysentery?
Died of dysentery.
Dysentery, I mean. So you guys like video games, basically.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. I mean, I don't know. It seems like pretty crazy for somebody to not like video games. They probably just haven't found the right one. There's so many kinds. You can do anything. And
which ones do you like?
The Red Fang one was pretty fun for a minute. Sure. I actually have to make a point of not putting video games on my phone because I'll just get way too sucked in. Okay. But my favorite video game of all time is probably Katamari Damacy. Do you know that game?
Oh,
I have that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We got it like I knew nothing about it, and it arrived in the mail as a gift for my ex-wife or something. I can't remember what it was. It was a Japanese guy that. Something. So it was like, here's this game that maybe you would enjoy. And I think it was even before it came out, and I was like, what is this weird thing? And then started playing it, and I was like, oh my god, it's awesome.
Absolutely. Ryan, any input? Any preferred video games?
Well, I think the video game that I was the best at, I won some free tokens at a competition. Was a game called Crazy Climber.
Oh, I don't know.
It was it was like a stand-up game from the 80s, and basically you were a little guy in a green like tracksuit, and you had red hair, and you climbed buildings, and basically people would close the windows on your hands, or they would drop pots on you, or you get electrocuted, whatever. Anyway, I was very good at that one, and I've only seen it in that one place. I don't think it was a very hot title.
You can find anything now, dude. Like, I'm sure it's emulated
through
somewhere.
the internet. The internet has it.
Yeah.
And
it's possibly online, really.
But the game I'm playing currently and doing poorly is Red Dead Redemption 2, which is a very popular game.
I haven't started, but I finished the first one. Yeah.
I haven't. I just skipped to the second one, but and I'm sort of sad because I mean everyone knows of this game because it was like best game 2018 or something. Mm-hmm. Just the way it's set up, even if you die and are revived, you're whatever your warrant or whatever you're wanted for a certain amount of. Well, it didn't really occur to me, and right before I left on tour, I got stuck in a bank at the bottom of the stairs in a basement, and people kept coming, and I just kept killing them. And every time you kill somebody, it's like $20 more. And so I sat there just killing people until I was out of ammo, and then I died, and I was like, oh well, whatever. And then it came back, and now I have like a $500 bounty on my head. I'm like, oh my god! And I'd been playing for hours. So now I have to start all over again, or actually earn 500. I mean, it didn't occur to me, and it was sort of.
You dug yourself a hole.
It's been in the back of my mind. I was like, what? Why did I do that? Just let them kill you.
While on tour, you've been thinking of Red Dead
Like,
2.
how am I going to dig myself out of this hole?
The frustrations of being on tour.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. We'll do one of the Made of Things questions, which is new, which is relatively quick, which is like top 3 things that you're made of.
That you're made of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yourselves.
It can
individually.
be abstract.
It can be whatever you
Sure.
want.
Start with Bryan.
You guys can alternate if you want.
Okay.
Bad jokes.
Well, I was going to say water.
That's not bad.
All right.
Yeah.
Water is my first one.
Absolutely.
Maybe angst.
Hearts.
Hearts?
Water and hearts.
Several.
Yep.
Several. Hearts
Yeah.
plural.
Unrealistic optimism.
Oh.
And I was going to say family for the last one.
Hence
Adorable.
the several hearts.
Yeah.
Yes. Hearts.
So I guess I kind of cheated. I did 2 and 1, but what are you going to do?
No, it's the same. It's all good. It's all fantastic, guys. Thank you so much. It's
you.
a lot of fun. Awesome.
Thanks for having us.
No worries.
And enjoy yourselves and the show.
Thanks.
And
Thank you.
please come back forever.
We'll surely be back on the next record. There's no question.